Welcome to another episode of What the Heck Did I Find? What you see before you is a bunch of coins, and all of these have a lady on it. Some of them look older, some of them look younger, and two of them over here have a dude on them. They are all very, very similar. Some of them even say where they're from, such as this one right here and this one right here. This one here says Australia. But like I said, all of these have a picture of a lady. Some of them quite old looking, some of them very young looking, but these are all the same lady. These are called early heads or young heads. These are called, believe it or not, old heads. And then there's another one sort of in between. So what the heck are they? Now, a lot of these coins here, everybody has seen. These are all from Canada. And on the back of each coin, it does show Canada. These two coins, on the other hand, come from Australia. Now again, they all show the pretty lady. This coin, I'm going to put a picture up for sure. It still has the pretty lady on it, but this one is from Fiji. But these coins, even though they still show the pretty lady on them, these are all from England. And I'll show you how to tell the difference. Okay, so we've got all these coins that have either Queen Elizabeth II, early, with the crown, or the matron, the older lady, or we have King George V or King George VI. If you have older ones, there you go, you're doing good. How can you tell where they're from? On the right hand side, I have a bunch of coins from Canada, and they all say on the reverse the denomination, the year, and Canada. On the other UK coins, on the front, on the obverse, they have Queen Elizabeth or King George, and they have the country of origin, like this one right here says Australia. There's another one here that says Fiji. But these, on the front, they have Queen Elizabeth or King George or whomever, but on the back it does not have any country of origin. This is a halfpenny, and these are all new pennies. They don't have a country of origin. They just have Queen Elizabeth II or King George on the obverse. Now the question may come up, well, what about Canada? Well, yeah, Canada did declare independence from England a couple of decades ago, but out of courtesy, they've decided to keep the reigning monarch in England on the obverse of their coins. And a good example of that are these two coins right here. These are from Ireland. In 1949, Ireland declared independence from the United Kingdom. But this coin right here, which I'll show a close-up of, is from 1946. This one is from 1982, and here's a picture of that. On the one side, the obverse, it has E-I-R-E, pronounced air, or Erie, which is Ireland. And on the other side, it has the year. On the other side, Irish coins will have an animal. This is like their version of a grouse, and then a bull, and then the denomination. This is a 1 penny, this is a 5 pence, and that is still was UK back before 1949, but in 1946 and sometime around that time they started minting their own coinage. Now for the bonus feature. A lot of people I've seen online have this USB microscope. The only problem with it, and it is a good microscope, this base is very unstable, and in order to use it, the microscope has to hang out and it tends to tip over. Also, when you're up real close, and here's a picture of a coin real close, that's about all you can see. But if you want to see something more, if you want to see more of the coin, you have to raise this microscope up. And I came up with I think a kind of a neat idea. I screwed the base onto a cigar box. And by using the cigar box and other cigar boxes underneath it, I can change the elevation of the microscope, and I can even get big pictures. You refocus with this knob here. This knob on this side is for zooming in, or goes times 1, times 2, times 3, and times 4. I think it goes back to 1. And the button over here is to take a picture, which stores on your computer instantly. So there's the little bonus feature, is how in the world do you use this microscope when, like I said, the base on this microscope is very unstable. So like I said, I just screwed it down to something, and now I can elevate it as much or as little as I need to. And I can even take this whole box, turn it around, turn the microscope around, and even use just this box at a certain elevation, because then I can rotate this around and it'll be sticking out. It'll be sticking out pointing that way. So I can have a set elevation there, I can have it all sorts of different ways, and this makes this very inexpensive USB microscope very, very versatile. So whatever works for you. And again, like I said, I am no expert, but I got a lot of experience doing weird things and figuring out what things are and how to use them, even if they are not being used for what they were meant to be used for. So please subscribe, like the video, and we'll see you the next time. This is Bill. What the heck did I find?